apologies for that one. That scared me about as much as it scared you. Welcome back to the third and final map here in today's best of 3. Endpoint against No Limit Gaming. The losers shall be eliminated here from Mirage, and the victors will progress through the European closed qualifiers for this new Flashpoint League. And Robin, he's already started things off absolutely great. A second kill here would be wonderful. Doesn't look like he's going to get it in the immediate instance, and as is tradition, there is a GoTV issue with the animations on certain players' weapons. Mighty Max does go down. Thomas aiming to at least attempt something here. Shadow now is the last T left alive, but he won't be able to do much as Endpoint do eventually overwhelm NLG and overcome things. I'm just going to go back to the intermission screen and reconnect to the server to try and avoid that animation bug. There you are. Welcome back, ladies and gents. NLG electing to go with the Force in this one. Two Galils and a couple of AKs. Alongside that Deagle, Crucial does eventually spot the players towards top mid, and now may be prompted into action. Robin, first of all towards connector, however. As NLG find the victim, the well-placed Molotov is going to force Max off of his angle. And Adrian wants to consider some shots of his own. Shadow is the first one to open up in this as Crucial goes down towards jungle, though. Thomas in position to reply, and he does do so. The A hit becomes apparent now, but Cello, he's dealt with Surreal, and all of a sudden this becomes a pretty difficult retake. But difficult doesn't mean impossible. Thomas and Max, the duo, get it done. And they shut down the crossfire on the A-bomb site, all on Adrian. Left in the 1 versus 2, but here's the issue, and that is that both Endpoint players are towards the same angle. They're both going to be aggressing here, which means that, heaven forbid, they line up. They will be in trouble. Adrian having a look around, finds the first, but can't get the second. Thomas will deal with him, and a quad kill in the round saves Endpoint's hopes of being able to convert the second round situation after the pistol. Endpoint will pick up 2. An AK saved forward. No Kriegs available to be salvaged. And NLG, they're going to buy up straight away again. They got the bomb down and a few kills, so they can actually afford to do this. Grenade going down to mid, looking to deal some chip damage, and it will do just that. Lecker and Adrian, it's 91 and 96 apiece. Crucial lining up a smoke of his own there, just to give himself a bit more protection from mid than he currently possesses. Max will contest. No kills traded either way at the moment. NLG just keeping things slow, not committing unnecessarily. Waiting until they want to go. Crucial finds the first. Thomas opens up onto the second before being eliminated himself, and the fact that this is actually a B hit becomes readily apparent. Max is the man on point with the UMP. Will find one at close range, but eventually a spray down in the back will mean he no longer has impact on this round. Grenade onto Shadow, tags him down to just 58. Cello on 35 as well, and it's cleaned up by Robin. Both frags, in fact. Robbed by him. They line up for his spray, and he's able to claim them both. Now the guns can come through. Well, I say now the guns can come through from NLG. They've been buying the whole time. Which is pretty crazy to think about. You lose the first 3 rounds in a game and you can still buy rifles every round. I think the economy needs a bit of a rework, guys. Like, should that be possible? Oh, the first spray from Surreal lands true, but he can't find any more. Robin instead cleans up 1 frag before Shadow comes through with the trade. The bomb is dropped in sight, and Adrian protects Lekka, who ends up recovering. Oh, Thomas finds the shot. Adrian goes down, leaving us in a 2 versus 2 situation. Thomas looking for more. He just spots out the shadow there of Lekka, I believe. Gets up on the ticket booth and converts the spray down. But here's the issue. And that is Shadow waiting in the wings. That Molotov should render him redundant. I suppose it doesn't tag him. They don't know exactly that he's there. Thomas actually goes for the tap there, and that could be a critical mistake. Shadow steps out, gives away the sound cue, but that's it. It's all over. That's the round. He's won that clutch from sound alone. Just about gets away with his life as well. And that really messes up the money for Endpoint now. Which is really stupid in my opinion. Maybe it's just a little bit late and I'm getting frustrated, but you shouldn't be able to lose the first 3 rounds in the game by rifles every round. Oh, and then still be able to force buy in round 4. And it comes down to a 1v1 at the end that the team who won the first 3 rounds lose and they can't afford to buy. How ridiculous is that? Is that real? Is that real? Word. Well, in this one, NLG, they look to encroach into A yet again. Surreal, waiting in the smoke, can't deal with it. And that's pretty much the A-bomb site given away. There are players towards connector and window for sure, but not much they're going to be able to get done here. Shadow finds Robin's head, and Crucials is soon to follow. With the bomb down in the A site, this round is all but over. So yeah, 19-17 on the first map, 16-8 on the second. And currently 3-2 on the third. Shadow picks up 4 anti-eco frags for himself. And now the double AWP comes out from Endpoint. Not necessarily so common on the CT side of Mirage, but definitely viable. Crucial, though, going to get punished, potentially. Actually finds the first frag, but eventually is traded out. Sticks around for just a second too long. Surreal. He's going to force him straight out, and in fact, Cello, he's just able to walk onto the site and decimate. Thomas, though, replies with one of his own. That leaves us in the 3 versus 2 situation. Adrian opens up quick, but Max, he's in the window and waiting. Cello now isolated. A 1v1. A Galil versus 2 AWPs. An AK at his feet, but he doesn't want to give the sound cue away just yet. And this short angle may be too strong to conquer. It is indeed. Max will pick up the round. Both AWPs saved forward. That's obviously the important weapons. But again, a 4-gun round can come out from NLG. 12 kills for Shadow at the moment. Ooh! Okay, Crucial. Perfectly reasonable shot. Perfectly reasonable. Not only does he hit the short jump, but then just flicks Shadow into oblivion. No matter how many kills you got, mate. You're not that fast. Jeez. Max looking to try and convert this gunfight. Does the headshot damage, but can't get the kills to support it. And Robin now. Oh, this is the sneaky play. All he has to do is not give sound away. Find Cello, and this is a good frag here. Looking for more. Oh, Adrian goes down, and will Ekfun follow? He will, but it's Max who ends the job. And Endpoint, they pick up 5, and they start to build momentum here on the CT side. And for the first time in 8 rounds, it looks like NLG don't have to take an eco. No, sorry, they do have to take an eco. Well, the pistol is towards top mid, wait in the wings, but there's an AWP there to greet them. Both shots don't connect, however, and Thomas repositions to assist his sniping comrade. Make sure he doesn't get overwhelmed. Surreal does fall, which means an AWP will need to be recovered and not necessarily reinvested into. Cello. He's found the AWP of Surreal, though, and his head gets taken off quickly enough that it is recoverable by the CT side, and Endpoint look much, much more comfortable here on Mirage and on Vertigo. They just look infinitely more comfortable than they do on Train. I'm perplexed as to why that was selected first in both instances. Whoa, Crucial does it again! Another quick flick. Gets spotted out as well through the gaps in the smoke. Well positioned. Ekfun will eventually reply, though. That's one of the AWPs dealt with. Surreal. He's been playing CT the whole time, but that's not going to stop him from fragging out as Cello goes down. Shadow will get 1 in return, which leaves us in the 3-on-2. They slow the pace down. They're going to take the bomb over towards B this time, which means that Max has to stand up and defend. He can't do anything. When his head gets taken off that quickly, though, and the bomb, it will be planted over towards the B site. The retake now being considered. Surreal on the way to rotate, as Robin makes his way slowly through the stairs. Point of contact here in the market. It goes the way of Ekfun. He finds the AWPer. That leaves Robin alone. Spots out Shadow initially. Ooh, gets tagged just legged by the AWP. And then does not consider movement. Everybody just holding their positions right now. But with the time ticking away, it increasingly favours NLG. He looks to secure both of these frags here. He'll deal enough damage that the bomb should get Ekfun. Oh, not quite. The nightmare situation. Robin dies to the bomb and can't, unfortunately, eliminate the opponent. As NLG, they pick up their 3rd, but there is still money available for Endpoint to buy. Just buying double AWPs is incredibly expensive. $9,500 for 2 guns. You can nearly get 4 AKs with that. Nearly. Adrian tagged down low. But he will finish off Crucial nonetheless. Crucial goes for the repeak, and in this case, it's a mistake. NLG, they pick up the bomb and begin to carry it over towards the A bomb site. Well, the attack has slowly made its way over, but it's starting to get into position here, and at the really the worst time possible, all of Endpoint have currently rotated over towards the B bomb site. And the utility is about to rain down onto A. The only man who can communicate that is Robin. He's just waiting in the wings now for somebody to be boosted up into the window. Little does he know that there's nobody that can come from that angle, so connector is what he must defend. Smoke down off of his position. Will try and spray through it, but to no avail. And there's a serious question about saving, even in this 5 versus 4 position. Ekfun looking like he'll take out Robin, and that's it. Save those rifles forward. It is over in this round. NLG have taken A. And they have put their 4th on the board as well. The money for Endpoint kind of dodgy, but if they can save the 3 rifles forward, maybe they have some firepower in the next round. Well, it's certainly starting to close in once again. NLG now just 2 rounds away from tying up the scoreline. Grenade deals the smallest amount of chip damage onto Mighty Max. And Surreal replies with a frag. Shadow just creeping around long, or short even, hoping that someone will aggress into him, but no one will just yet. Now Crucial's been able to recover an AK, admittedly, without Kevlar, but beggars can't be choosers. Lekka finds Surreal within the site. Lekka finds yet another. Robin goes down as well. He begins the task of really dismantling this defense here, Thomas. Spraying around from CT, but yet to find any frags until he does so. Cello goes down, and that leaves us in the 3 versus 3. Lekka is positioned to deal with his flank, but Mighty Max is going Palace. He's not going slope. He's just going to creep his way in. Here's the reload, and can communicate that to his team. There's at least 1 player ramp. Flash goes out. Time ticks down. Adrian gets 1. Lines up the second. Lands it perfectly. And that leaves Thomas trapped in the site. Nowhere for him to go. Nothing for him to do other than attempt it. He just has to get out of there. But Shadow and his AWP are going to do his best to stop him. The bomb is going to take him out. And NLG, they pick up 5. And allow no saving. A buy can just about be scraped together. And it will be. Mid-Princess yet again. On the side of NLG. That's a nice nade. Sunken in between Adrian and Lekka for a nice healthy chunk of damage. NLG continue their advance, slowly but surely, using utility to create map control. Thomas finds the one, looking for more, but can't quite get so. He'll have to make his way back over to B. Jun finds, or tries to find a frag. He's punished for doing so, though, and Shadow shows his face towards ladder room, and Crucial decides he might be a little bit hungrier than he first thought. And, ooh, Shadow gets tagged, but is able to turn it round. Max within the site has to defend it. Thomas on short has just been eliminated. Oh, but Robin with the long range tappity tap tap. Potentially a round saving play. Ekfan needs to clear out as much as he can before dropping, because that's when he gives the sound cue away, and that's potentially when the rotation comes through. Max, oh, if he can just find the planter here, that's the round one, but which way round does it go? Well, he can't deny the plant, but he can find a frag, and could that be significant enough? Cello now. Looking for something. Oh, Max jumps up on the van, and that's the mistake. Cello was waiting just for that, but Robin's position is unknown. He's able to clutch things out. 7 rounds on the board for Endpoint as we enter the twilight stages of the first half of this final map. Bye. Still coming through from NLG. They don't have to worry about the money whatsoever. The same just simply cannot be said for Endpoint here. 2 SMGs available. A UMP and an MP9, which just aren't going to be as effective as you'd like at range. NLG right now geared up for an A execute, not really prepared to do anything else. And they look like they're going to want to start creeping into things. Surreal gets taken down. The MP9 not good enough to win out against the AK of Cello, and the rest of the players storm into the A bomb site. Adrian finds another onto Crucial. As these defenses here start to fall away, but there is actually a player under balcony who has not been spotted, but eventually is taken out. Mighty Max on the rotate is dealt with, and a 1v4, yeah, a lot of low HP players out there, but a 4-way crossfire. No money available. The rifle has to be saved. No Limit Gaming. They'll pick up 6 for sure, and the fight for 7th is going to be up against a pistol buy, but perhaps we'll see the full gun round in the final round of this half. Well, the buy has come through yet again from the T's. M4A4 in the hands of Thomas. The save forward from the last round, but, well, that's just taken out of proceedings literally immediately. Just the pistols then left to defend against the onslaught from NLG. Lecker just making sure that nothing is permitted to these CTs. No little scraps of economy. We're just going to throw that rifle away. Robin finds Lecker. That's about the only silver lining at the moment in this round for Endpoint. NLG, they relocate towards the B-bomb site. But Mighty Max, he's already fallen. Robin, on just 20 HP, surely cannot contest this effectively. Oh, the angle not peaked correctly, so he's given a free Krieg to potentially run away with, but Shadow's AWP will deny that yet again, and it's 7-7. We head into the final round of the half. Robin tagged down to just 2 HP in this engagement, but is allowed to escape with his life. Smoke's being deployed throughout the A side at the moment, but NLG not keen to commit to anywhere. Just 5 M4s stand in between them and victory in this half. Finds the opener onto Crucial. Creeps into ladder room and deals with the man in window. And shoulder peeking the AWP is a dangerous game, but it's one Surreal's willing to play. Well, the aggression into B is what is occurring. Max will go down in the fire and the flames. Robin boosted up. The trigger discipline finds 2 big kills, looks for a third but can't get him. The HP is just too low. This bomb now has to go down, and the issue for Endpoint is that nobody can deny it. Surreal's made his way in, found a kill, but the post-plant situation stands true nonetheless, and all of a sudden it's on to Thomas. Comes through, looks for the first player, spots him out, but that's the positioning given away now. The crossfire can be set up against your angle. Ticking down, finds the first, tagged down to 41, picks up another rifle, doesn't have to commit to the reload, but Cello still up and kicking in the sight. Oh, and on the left, he just can't find it. NLG, they pick up 8 and take the narrowest of advantages forward into the second half. Now, the pistol round is underway then. Just a few more rounds will decide which one of these teams is going home. And which one will continue to progress through the qualifier. Shadow looks for something but can't find it. And he's going to call the rotation over. This was a B-site stack originally from the side of NLG, and that is simply the wrong call. Robin now aggressive instead, looking for the damage onto Shadow himself. I think a little bit of server lag there is going to deter him from re-peeking. Thomas trying to get things done with the Glock. Will find one. Ooh, gets the follow-up headshot as well. Is this pistol round falling apart? Well, Cello's looking for the headshot and eventually will find it, but his teammates are falling down left, right, and center, and all of a sudden he is the only one left to contest. Crucial goes down. And the rest of the players now from Endpoint just shouldn't peek, and Surreal, he knows that the push has to come through. Swings out and finds the headshot. The scoreline is tied up. And Endpoint have the economic advantage. Oh, 4 Deagles and a scout what are available to the Germans in this one. Shadow again being further tagged down with that scout, but he's still allowed to break away with his life. This Endpoint, they want to go through connector right now and attack straight into this A-bomb site. Whether or not it's possible is a different question entirely. Crucial. Ooh, gets eliminated. Shadow with the scout wallbang headshot, and Ekfan answers with one of his own. 5 versus 3. Adrian, nobody expects the positioning. It's super weird on this A site. Nobody can call it out. Adrian's got another Deagle headshot. All of a sudden this round falls apart. Surreal. He's the last man left. All he's got is a Krieg and the Galil. Cello will take him out. The second round converted, and this is something that Endpoint have been struggling with all day, converting these second round situations. It happens again in the final map. Now it's just the T's who drop down onto the pistols, and Adrian knows he has to get out of connector as soon as he hears those footsteps. Shadow, he just wants to peek in here, but a CZ's going to be right in his face pretty soon, and he's able to land the tag at least. Surreal, he might consider going back into things here, but he has eventually dropped down. And Endpoint have to consider again. Robin this time, the man on top of the boost. Try and land that Deagle headshot. Shadow not going to give him the opportunity just yet. Interestingly, they're going to creep up through connector here, and that's going to cause at least one to fall. Robin will get one. Adrian, though, has opened with 2. Make that 3. And he's hungry for more. Ekfan will get the other, but it's the quad kill for Adrian here in the anti-eco. NLG, they put themselves on 10. Endpoint, they can't afford to buy. Those pistols were actually somewhat of a force. And so potentially a free one here, given away to No Limit Gaming. Lecker thinking about getting aggressive here. Surreal might anticipate it. Robin's head actually does just get spotted out there. There we are, definitely confirmed now. What on earth? Shadow trapped in the smoke as That's really thrown me for 6. Robin eliminates Adrian. And actually manages to recover a rifle here. Cello does find one onto Robin. But the bomb is refocused onto A here, and if Crucial can find this kill, it'll be the right call. Oh, he finds Ekfan, that's even better. Cello is the bonus, but these are the 2 rotating B players who know they just simply have to get towards this A-bomb site right now. 3 Glocks, though. That's actually all there is in this retake. Imminently winnable by NLG. Oh, the rifle spray. Trying to come through, work. Attempting to get done. One rifle has been recovered, but Cello getting aggressive here with that M4, and the Glock might actually be the perfect bait. Lecker moves in with the MP9, and at this range, the rifle is certainly favoured. Endpoint with an excellent chance here, and Thomas plays the headshot angle like a dream. The rifles are acquired. Breathing room is given. The money for NLG is dire. If Endpoint can scrape together a win in this one, it'll be a momentum builder. Shadow falls first. Lecker, oh, he's quick to reply. Finds the spam through onto Robin and is able to get out before he has to pay for it with his own life. Oh, Ekfan creeps through the palace and finds himself a rifle, and all of a sudden NLG have the advantage in this round. It's a straight up connector play from the Endpoint boys. Ekfan spotted in the sight and dealt with the Kree. Crucial. Gonna look around but not commit to aggressing anywhere just yet. Adrian aware that somebody could be pushing his jungle and deals with the player in tow. Now the bomb has been planted and NLG must retake here. Just 2 players for them to find, but oh, the first is Surreal, and he has a smoke to work with here, but Adrian knows he can't be quick enough to get around that. The Krieg now recovered for himself, and the captain, Mighty Max, he's gone for the long rotation, but it's worked out. He is there in time. And they just have no idea. Oh, the dream play. The dream play. They can't even do it. They got no time. Oh, NLG, they waste all of their time just looking for Max in the site. They don't consider that he could have rotated to short. And he wins yet another clutch, technically. How many of these 1vx's has he actually won? This is ridiculous. 10 all. And NLG cannot buy. They must rely on these 2 rifles to do the work for them. Ekfan attempts something towards Slope, but Thomas makes sure that that isn't allowed. Crucial. Posted up towards mid here, deploys the smoke and has the look in short as Endpoint decide A is their angle of attack that they wish to go for. Well, that's USPS spam if I've ever heard it. The bomb will go down within the A bomb site, and Endpoint should be pretty comfortable to pick up their 11th here. The 2 rifles should just be saved forward from NLG and use these pistoling players to see if they can bring any more through. Shadow attempting it, but Crucial dealing with that. And now Cello just towards CT spawn, trying to be as much of a nuisance as possible, deal any damage, let any players die to the bomb, get a rifle. That's what he's going to be hoping for here. And well, he's not going to find anything. Robin pushes out and gets him, and that is that. 11 on the board for Endpoint. As another full buy comes in. It really couldn't be closer at this point in time. The economy on both sides is not great. But, I mean, it's certainly in a better position than NLG's is, that's for sure. They can at least scrape a buy together in the next one, should they need to. Cello's going to go mentally aggressive here on short. He might even be rewarded with a frag. Yep, Surreal just goes straight down. The man advantage goes NLG's way in the early instance. And again, Endpoint, they slow things down here. Time ticking away. Just over a minute left, and Endpoint decide that A is going to be their principal point of attack. Molotov down is Sandwich, and well, the frags are being hunted for. That Molotov there onto Ekfun is going to prompt the smoke or the retreat, but they've heard the damage tag. They know there's a player under balcony. It's just a case of rooting him out, and Shadow is going to go down towards CT, but Adrian is here to reply. Crucial falls elsewhere, and Ekfun just keeps dancing around site at the moment, using the boxes for cover. And they begin to shut the attack down. Heroics required for Endpoint. Max delivers the first and spots out the second player as well. If this headshot is landed, there is potential. Cello with the opportunity to deny the plant here. Max instead will go down in the post-plant situation, leaving Robin in the 1v3. Cello clearly expecting his positioning right now and guesses it completely right. The defuse will come through. It'll be tied up at 11-11. Endpoint will be able to buy in the next. But NLG's economy is being padded also. Three Kriegs and a couple of AKs. Interestingly, Endpoint favouring to stay away from the AWP in these situations. Well, Surreal, if he's the main AWPer, on this map at least, you know why. Just decimates Shadow with that Krieg. And Crucial, who we have seen AWPing throughout these two series, is also electing to stay on the rifles on this map at least, even when he's had the opportunity to pick the AWP up, which is interesting. Adrian recovers their AWP and moves it towards CT spawn to make it more difficult for Endpoint to get on their way into a bomb site or on their way into positioning for the post-plant situation. Now Ekfun is going to spot some players out towards connector here, and Surreal is actually going to go down. The AWP not anticipated, and oh dear, it goes wrong for Endpoint. Ekfun finds a big double, but Crucial is there to reply with some frags of his own, and it's a similar situation. This time Cello on the same angle only deals the damage. Can't find the frag, and Max still puts the bomb down. 2v2 situation as the Molotov is deployed towards CT. Players there to defeat, but right now Fire just being traded back and forth. The utility advantage ever so slightly with NLG. They have one extra smoke to work with that these Ts simply do not have available. That's going to go down straight on the bomb, and a flash going over to attempt this retake. Crucial on the best angle. The Krieg finds the first shot. All of a sudden it's a 1v2 for Lecker to try and pull off. He's just going to keep straight into that smoke and tap the bomb. Hopefully bait out some players into aggressing into him, but he's straight out of time. He's just got to get out of there. He'll be tagged on his way, but the round will go Endpoint's way. As they pick up 12 and NLG, they look to force yet again. Really emptying the bank this time. A loss here could spell disaster for the German organization. But the org also operates in poker, so perhaps gambling is something that they're used to. Thomas goes down first. Ekfun aggresses in and just deals with him, but Robin is able to reply before Ekfun can upgrade his weapon. Do they anticipate the second aggressive slope player? That's the question. Well, now they won't need to, as he's fallen off towards Firebox. And they decide to aggress into the A-bomb site then. One in the site and two towards CT that are smoked off to defend. Robin finds Adrian, as he's only good for one from Firebox. The bomb will go down, and it'll be a 3 versus 3 post-plant situation. Just 2 flashes for the Ts to work with. One of them already deployed onto Shadow, which actually saves Surreal's life. He's then able to refrag and secure the kill onto the AWPer. Now, Cello is in position to recover that weapon, and Lecker with the Krieg could deal some damage to Surreal as well, but Right now, things look dangerous. Lecker gets one, pushes around the corner, but Robin from under balcony is the man to save the day. 4 frags in the round. And an important one goes Endpoint's way. It drains the money of NLG. Just the pistols then for No Limit Gaming. Oh, Max spots out Shallow before he can deal any unnecessary damage. And that thins the German defense somewhat. Shadow considering going straight through that smoke instead. He's just going to sit in the corner of the window and hope he can get a little bit cheeky later on. Crucial from ladder room. Can't actually convert the spray down there. Mighty Max can, though. As Adrian goes down. Ekfun is soon to follow, and all of a sudden, Shadow's escape is the only thing keeping him alive. As Endpoint, they secure 14 as we head into what could be the final gun round of the map. Just look at the CT bank right now. $50 for Shadow, 100 for Adrian, 50 for Lecker. If they lose this, it's map and series point to Endpoint. An absolutely pivotal round here for the Germans to win. NLG, they play passively in this. Don't want to overcommit here. Shadow playing passive with the AWP, just making sure that no one gets to short while he's watching. Now the smoke is going to allow Endpoint to cross, but he's going to be waiting in the wings to deal some damage if he's not dealt with. And there we are. Mighty Max falls down. The AWP shot rings true and the rotations begin to be called. Adrian, the first to fall though, under balcony. Ekfun looking in to get aggressive, but Robin deals with him in time. Shadow now on the angle. The AWP. Robin turns around for the long-range shot onto short, and that leaves us in the 3v2. Crucial nearly gets killed through the box, but Robin is destroying everybody. Just one man remains for NLG in the 1 versus 3 clutch. Spots out Crucial, turns around. He's guessed Surreal's positioning absolutely perfectly, but can't convert the kill. Robin, the hero of Endpoint. Robin Hood. Robin from... I'm going to stop making Robin jokes. He's done it. He won the round. It's map point and series point to Endpoint, ladies and gentlemen. Just one more round and they will stay in the Flashpoint closed qualifiers. 31 kills for Robin in this map so far. Oh, look at that utility damage. Those CTs have just been wrecked. Cello is able to eliminate the man of the hour from last round, though. And Shadow actually lets some shots off, and that gives his position away. So he shall too fall, and now there are only 2. But what's this? Cello's found the bomb. He has an opportunity here to defend. Right, can't see. The tag comes through, the positioning given away, but now he must know he's being flanked. Completely blind, can't anticipate the push, and all of a sudden, Lecker is all that's left. The bomb yet to make a decision. And it will be gracing his table tonight. The FAMAS, all that is available. The flash comes over. The Molotovs come over. He has to reposition soon. They've actually missed him. Surely not. Surely this isn't allowed. Surely this isn't the way everything goes wrong. The bomb. Oh no, Lecker. Oh no. Surely not. Crucial. He's going to get nearly spotted out as well, but he recovers it. The Krieg figures it out. He gets the headshot, ladies and gentlemen, and today's long slog of Counter-Strike is over. Endpoint stay in the qualifier. They still have the chance to make it into Flashpoint. They hold on by the skin of their teeth.